Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again for a TV show review, and this is for Stranger Things Season 3 review. So, I'm going to discuss what I watched and let you know my thoughts on this season. So, let's dive into this review. Now, I did say that I was going to do this tomorrow, but I just wanted to throw it out to you guys so you enjoy this review. And there will be spoilers in this review, so if you have not seen this show or this season, do not continue watching the video. But if you have seen this season, then let's dive into this review. Now, this season was actually not too bad. The Mind Flare does return in this one, trying to get revenge on Elle and the posse as well, uh, that are trying to stop him again. And in the beginning of the show, it talked about the Russians invading Hawkins. Well, it was in Russia at first, and then they moved to Hawkins or whatever to open the gate with this machine or whatever that they're trying to investigate something about it. I don't know. But pretty much it got really confusing in the beginning. I was very lost, and like, is this gonna build up to is this gonna come together with how the show's gonna go, or is this not part of the show? And it is part of the show. It just doesn't explain it till like episode 5 or 6 in this season or whatever. And pretty much it builds up a lot more to the end, and it does get pretty good. However, this is a different season. This probably will be the last season for Stranger Things, unfortunately. I don't know if it is for sure, but it just seems like this will probably be the last season for Stranger Things, because I don't think they're going to make another one. It doesn't look like it the way it ended. But, yeah, I actually liked one part in the season. It was like I think it was in the last 2 episodes, or, yeah, I believe the last 2 episodes in the season, or the last episode of the season, where Dustin was singing to his girlfriend Susie that lives in Utah, and they were singing the Never Ending Story theme song, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It was just funny. I was like, oh wow. And Hopper's reaction to it when he's trying to get the code to open the safe or whatever, he's just like, really? It was funny. That was a funny scene right there. I laughed hysterically at that scene. But and then I saw Steve and Robin. Robin's the new character in the show that works at an ice cream store in that mall that they Hawkins decided to build or whatever, or the mayor decided to build. Mayor Larry Klein or something in the show. He kind of was allowing the Russians to work in their town and all that. So he pretty much allowed them to do whatever they wanted to. And pretty much Hopper was trying to beat sense out of him just to get information on what the Russians are doing in their town and who does this guy work for. And he's like, oh, they're dangerous men, and you don't want to mess with them or whatever. But Yeah, there was some funny scenes in this show, and they actually were well, they kidnapped one of the Russian scientists or whatever, and Lexi or something they called him, but I don't think that was his name. They called him Lexi, and they were trying to translate what he was saying, so they brought him to the Maurice guy or something. I think Maurice, I'm not sure. So he could translate for them what he's saying, but in English, because he speaks Russian. And they were trying to make sure they can stop the mind flare, and they close the gate mostly. At the end of the season, it pretty much, well, El pretty much had to stop the mind flare from taking over their town, and just so they can close the gate. One team was trying to close the gate, the other team was getting a signal to figure out how to close the gate, and the other team was making sure they stopped the cavalry and distract the mind flare as well. But overall, I think this season was pretty good, and I think out of 10, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. This is a really good season, and the way it ended, unfortunately, Hopper died, and Billy died as well, because Billy was possessed by the mind flare. He was like his soldier or whatever. He was like a possessed or something, and so was everyone else. Unfortunately, they didn't bring back most of the people that got absorbed by the mind flare, so he could grow stronger and be able to hurt El and destroy her. And yeah, it was a really good season. Yeah, Billy died as well by the mind flare, and Hopper died by saying for Joyce to pull the switch so she could close the gate, and that way the mind flare would be stopped. And yeah, like I said, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Although the ending shows where El has to go with Joyce and the Byers family just to leave Hawkins because they are moving from their house to somewhere else. So that's how the season ended, where they moved out of Hawkins, and it pretty much closes there. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the Stranger Things Season 3 if you've seen it. And if you like this review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for Bad Omens Finding God Before God Finds Me album review either very soon or it's going to be tonight. I got to listen to it first, but I probably will return to you at the latest tonight for it. So, other than that, thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.